Hi everyone, my name's Russell,
My name's Richard.
and we are with the Lafayette Beer League, and tonight we're drinking Taxman's Deduction. Oops.
Damn it.
Spilled a little beer, but that's okay. So, a little bit about the brewery.
The beer.
Taxman Brewing Company opened up in 2014. Taxman is all about creating Belgian-inspired artisan ales. Taxman is a accumulation of a passion for beer, food, travel, and friendship, along a desire to be actively involved in our local community. That literally was from their site. That's their mission statement.
Yeah, so they were founded by four founders who were taken to Belgium because of tax work. Their names are Leah and Nathan Hulselbusch. I am so sorry if I butchered that, but that's what I'm going to go with. Matt Rogers and Brian Fisk. That's where they fell in love with Belgian beers for the first time and their culture. So they chose the small town of Bargersville because of its similarity to the small brewery towns of the Belgium where they visited.
Right.
The concept form for their name and logo comes from Ben Franklin's quote, "In this world, nothing can be said to be certain except death and taxes."
Yeah, so a little about the brewery. It's at like the actual physical location. It's actually a really neat spot. They have this neat fire pit. Their logo is like really big on one of the walls. You can kind of see in their production floor, or at one point you can go upstairs and see into it. So that's pretty cool. They have really good food there. Like their burgers are phenomenal. So I definitely recommend taking a little day trip to Bargersville for that.
I think I read somewhere on their website where they said that the style restaurant that they're looking for is called a brazier or something like that. I can't really remember how to pronounce it exactly. Basically, it's a term meant for a less formal, more casual environment, kind of, you know.
Yeah, so I think they capture that. I think there is a formal feel to it and the quality of food where it's like really high end, and you can definitely tell there's a lot of craftsmanship that went into making the food. But it's very chill, very relaxed, still has that pub vibe that we all love when it comes to craft breweries. So let's just get into this beer. As we said, it is a Belgian style Dubbel ale. It's 8% ABV, so this is definitely a doozy of a beer.
Cool
So,
with that. Totally
cheers.
cool with that. Cheers.
You know, there's a little bit more head retention on this.
So one of the things that I noticed, like the aroma first was definitely banana. Like I got that banana kind of flavor from, I'm assuming from like the Belgian yeasts and the stuff that they use in the beers and stuff like that, and maybe a little bit of clove. As far as aromas and stuff like that, but as soon as I tasted it, it did not have any of that banana flavor that you would like kind of think about for like a Hefeweizen and stuff like that. Because like when I smell this, I think Hefeweizen. Obviously not like look, because it looks nothing like a Hefeweizen.
What you're smelling is like phalonic. So that is the word, like to say like Hefeweizen yeast. Well, yeah, it's like a Belgian yeast. That's what I said.
Belgian yeast.
Yeah, right. Yeah. But the
yeah.
Hefeweizen yeast is, anyways. Point is, I've totally missed the point at this point. Let's talk about appearance. All right, so it says this style is supposed to be like a dark amber, and this is definitely dark. I would probably consider that to be.
Yeah, very dark, very dark.
Yeah.
Kind of reminds me of maple syrup.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like a little bit watered down maple syrup, but.
Like, yeah. I'm about it.
It's supposed to have a long-lasting white creamy head for it,
which I don't have in my glass. Like you can kind of see my glass right there. It does not really have that, but his glass does. So like,
and maybe that has to do with like the pouring of it. Maybe I should have poured more vigorously to kind of like build up the head. You know, this is not a beer style that I'm very familiar with.
Could be.
So like, whenever you're talking about the aromas, it's supposed to have like rich, complex
multi sweetness.
Yeah. There's supposed to be a little bit moderate fruit esters, and
which I don't really get from this one.
Yeah, so you can kind of get like the raisin and the plum. That's that fruity esters, like shining through in this style of beer, right? You know, it definitely tastes like dark fruits. I think you can even smell that like fig and raisin that they're talking about. A little bit of clove, like you were saying.
Yeah. And as far as like, you know, taste wise, I kind of have that. It kind of has like a alcohol like a slight alcohol.
Like bitterness.
Yeah, well, I feel like bitterness isn't the right word.
Sting, astringency. You can definitely feel like there's a little.
Like it feels boozy.
It feels boozy.
It feels boozy.
Like
and
you can tell it's 8%.
But it's not like it's not an overreaching like theme of the entire beer. Like when you drink it, you get that taste at the beginning,
right?
But it's gone by the time it's like
right.
hits the back of your tongue.
It like mellows out.
It mellows.
And subdues.
Yeah. It totally balances out. Like it's not like taking a shot of vodka or anything like that.
Low alcohol warmth, and I think that's what the style guide is kind of saying it's supposed to have is a low alcohol warmth. It definitely does.
I can feel that. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Like the mouthfeel, I think is dead on for the style of beer because
Mm-hmm.
it is medium full. It does have a little bit of higher carbonation to it. Yeah.
Overall, I feel like they really kind of nailed it as far as like the style goes.
Right, you can just definitely see all those carbonation bubbles like floating in there.
Yeah, like
it's very dark, but yeah, I think they're hitting the style for sure.
For sure.
So let's get right into the ratings from all the other places. We have Beer Advocate at a 3.86, Rate Beer at 3.37, and then Untapped at 3.8. I think we are going to be
pretty close to all those. I think like I gave it a 3.9 personally. I really thought it was a very tasty beer. I thought it nailed really close to nailing all the style points and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Not enough to like give it that 4.5 or 4.6 or whatever like that you would get if it was like a perfect beer. But like definitely right there.
I think your only problem that you've seen with it is the lack
head.
of head retention.
Yeah.
I do want to see that more in a good hearty beer, but once again, that might be because
poor quality. Like it might be our fault. It
might be my fault.
Yeah, it might be poor user. Whatever.
Sometimes you have to like cascade a beer like this, and we didn't really do that. So I think if I were to give this a score, I would give it a 3.69. Even though I do think it's hitting all those notes. My personal opinion is what's really dragging it down. I just don't like this beer style. This is another beer style that doesn't hit my tongue right.
Okay.
Some Belgians I love, but
I really do like Belgians. Like I personally I think Belgians and sours and stouts. That's my beer. That's my niche. That's the ones that I really really enjoy.
They're all good beers.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, for sure. Like I enjoy all the beers, but like those are definitely my favorite beers. Like,
but this is definitely a fall beer. Like I want to be a little colder.
I feel that.
Like a chilly morning. I would drink this with a breakfast. Like, honest to God, I know it sounds crazy, but the beer that's gonna carry me through the day if I'm, wanting a nice, good buzz to start my day.
Yeah.
Like a day off, obviously.
Day off, right. We're not talking about going to work drunk. Don't do that.
I mean, don't go drunk. Go to work wasted.
We're not advocating drinking and driving or drinking and going to work. That is not what we are supporting.
Not at all. Anyways, we should probably end this before I say something really stupid. Thank you for joining us, and make sure you like and subscribe.
As always, my name is Richard.
I'm Russell. Thank you for watching tonight.
Cheers.
And have a wonderful night.